Guys, if by some weird chance we tip, don't put your arms out. Just keep your hands right there.
Tucson's quickly becoming known as an epic riding destination. I'd say a big part of that is thanks to the work of TORCA, and with snow on the ground at home in Washington, it was time to head south. On a prior trip, I'd noticed the outstanding trail access on the federally managed Mt Lemmon. Local riders have organized extremely well, and the trails definitely show this. Ironically enough, we were greeted with 7 inches of rain. Art here has been an instrumental part of TORCA since the beginning.
2012, yeah. So what we're riding right now is the Bayota Ranch Trail, which is a segment of the Arizona Trail, which starts down the Mexican border and goes all the way up to the state line of Arizona and Utah. You got a smile on your face. Yeah. You know that it's been a lot of fun. But it is part of a grant that we recently received to rehab Cañada del Oro, Red Ridge, and Bayota Trail that we're on now, and that's dubbed the Backcountry Trails Project.
I'm one of the founding officers, and I have been the president for the last 2, going on 3 years.
Cool, and your husband Art was the first president?
That's right.
Cool, and what else do you do here in Tucson?
Run a company called Homegrown Mountain Biking Tours, and we do shuttles, rentals, guiding, and coaching. The riding on Mt Lemmon is special, and if you've ridden here, you know why. It's not easy to access. Rocky terrain, stuff that's gonna, tear your clothes or your skin, break bikes. It's rugged, it's raw, and that's why we all love it, but it also poses some real challenges in maintaining those trails.
You've definitely had your challenges in building the scene up. So can you take us through what you've had to, for lack of a better word, deal with?
Lots of challenges, no shortage of those, but I think the biggest ones are working with such a huge agency like the U.S. Forest Service. You're just a bunch of ragtag riders, and they don't really care who you are, and they got one person doing the job of 4, and they're doing it with no money. And so trails right now is not really a high priority on their list.
How were the trails up on Mt Lemmon before TORCA grew to where it is now?
Just blown, just gone. The only people that would kind of work on them were like the hikers. There were even trails that shut down because just people forgot about them.
Well, luckily we've kind of broken through some hurdles.
Cool.
It's been 7 years, and it's taken a long time to learn how to navigate the federal government. But we've now earned our stripes a little bit and kind of have a good understanding of the process and have proven ourselves to the agency that we're a worthwhile partner.
we've raised money through membership dues, through special events, through some grants as of recently, which fund all of our tools. We're a 100% volunteer organization, so nobody here makes a dime off of what we do. And you find these people that get what you're doing, and they appreciate and they understand the value of volunteer organizations. We've just recently, through some of the turnover, have gotten a new district ranger who has been super responsive. His name is CJ Woodward, but he's been amazing.
Think we can make it? Let's see what happens. So why did TORCA buy this sweet side-by-side?
We've been working on reopening the CDO trail off the backside of Mt Lemmon, along with Red Ridge Trail. To access the lower half of them to get trail workers in, we need to get in on this road here.
So tell me, so like you had a pretty big challenge, a gnarly obstacle in your life.
Back in the beginning of 2016, I got diagnosed with a kind of rare cancer. It's called intravesicular rhabdomyosarcoma. And then I had 24 weeks of chemo down here in Tucson. During all that, I was in TORCA, and it was a good outlet for me because instead of just, wallowing in sadness at home, I was able to go out and do stuff with the board. We'd go do events, we did movie premieres. I did trail work while I was doing chemo. So it was just any chance I had to get out of the house, it was, a lifesaver. When you're sitting there at home by yourself, you kind of get in your weird headspace, but when you're out doing something that you love, it kind of, takes all the weight off your shoulders.
How is it riding and working with Juan?
He's a ball of energy, man. He's great though. He's just fast, he's got the skills, and he makes you want to keep up with him. Cool. So it kind of progresses you.
I grew up racing motorcycles, and then as soon as I got into mountain biking, I think that kind of helped with the speed maybe. Now I just try and go as fast as I can. I recently joined. It was 6 months that I had to show up and just kind of earn my spot, if you would say.
And that's a spot on the board, not just a membership in the club.
Correct, yes. I just want to do anything I could to kind of be a part of this group that really brings the fun into trail work.
You guys got a toe strap? The guys at TORCA recommended Chris Bruce here to take some photos for us while we're out visiting, so thank you, Chris.
Yeah, it's been fun taking all the pictures. I originally moved to Tucson in 2015 to try and pursue a master's degree in geology, and got most of the way through it. I had started mountain biking at the time, but just got really into it. So I started working at a bike shop here in town. Had an opportunity to take over the shop and just said, why not? Let's do this, and been great. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but it's good, it's fun, I love it.
people.
Yeah.
We need people to show up for trail work days, and we need people to get more involved with the board of directors.
Okay.
You can go to torca.org,
Okay.
and we have a calendar of events. We're pretty active on Facebook and social media, so we try to put those up there as well.
It's awesome seeing TORCA succeed in legitimizing mountain biking on Mt Lemmon. By mixing their passion for the sport with raw persistence, they've built an amazing community. I hope their story inspires other advocacy groups to do the same. My name's Kendall-Weed, and this is Local Loam.